Hello and welcome to this week's Live Local and Loud with me, Kevin Gaughan. On this week's show I shall be chatting to young Anthony Lamb, lead singer from local punksters Earls, and he's also the venue manager at Firebug. We'll also be playing plenty of homegrown music by local bands. Hello, I hope you're all having a great week. Let's kick things off with a little bit of Lackey C featuring Romina and Walk Away.
For the first time, don't know the lyrics, each word sounds perfect. That's how I describe and word it. Felt like our love was emerging, but then doubts kept creeping. Knew more about me, found out my secrets. More I was with you, more it got serious. Tried to love you, but I just couldn't feel it. Didn't mean to break you, girl. I don't really hate you, girl. There's a reason heart's on the left hand side, cause at the end of the day, it's not always right.
A little too late, a little bit lost, and you're struggling, you're finding it hard to move on without me. And you're sorry for ever breaking my heart, but every time you think of why we were torn apart, you know your biggest regret, your biggest mistake was letting me walk away.
You seem to be more into your man than I supported into Milan. What I'm trying to say that you love me more, and now we mutually split, but you're saying what for? You never see me once physically hit you. I wouldn't ever critically diss you. Friends lied about me, typical misuse. It wasn't easy through difficult issues, and I gotta stay calmer, cause to be honest I believe in karma. The drama palaver is making it harder, but you gotta move on, otherwise times will get darker. Didn't mean to break you, girl. I don't really hate you, girl. To possess love is a mistake greater. Love's meant to be free, can't change its
You're
nature.
a little too late, a little bit lost, and you're struggling, you're finding it hard to move on without me. And you're sorry for ever breaking my heart, but every time you think of why we were torn apart, you know your biggest regret, your biggest mistake was letting me walk away.
Gotta walk away, gotta walk away, gotta walk away. Yo, I had to walk away. I had to break you off, had to cut you off. The trust was squashed and the love was lost. I can't carry on with it, try loving like you're living, but you live it where you're
You're a
living.
little too late, a little bit lost, and you're struggling, you're finding it hard to move on without me. And you're sorry for ever breaking my heart, but every time you think of why we were torn apart, you know your biggest regret, your biggest mistake was letting me walk
was a really old tune from Lackey C featuring Romina and Walk Away. By old tune, must be about 7 or 8 years old now. But Lackey C still seems to be up to some good stuff, so hopefully I'll play some more up-to-date stuff from Lackey C next week, or if not the week after. Meanwhile, let's keep up the urban theme with a little bit of Matthew R. and Ironic, Don't Try.
Something that I never get from you. You keep me hanging on by when I ain't no side. Don't try holler at me. I don't want your love. Love is something that I never get from you. You keep me hanging on by when I ain't no side. Don't try holler at me. You're so tainted. You're giving all this love but you faking. No mistaking. I'll be driving by overtaking. Girl, you think that you're smart. Take my cards like you're the queen of hearts. Joker, be the one that laughs so hard. When I'm picking you up, you're bringing me down. Tryna rush it all up, slowing it down. Then you're hot and you cold, make up your mind. Cause I ain't got time to wait. Picking you up, bringing me down. Tryna rush it all up, slowing it down. Then you're hot and you cold, make up your mind. Cause I ain't got time to wait. I don't want your love. Love is something that I never get from you. You keep me hanging on by when I ain't no side. Don't try holler at me. I don't want your love. Love is something that I never get from you. You keep me hanging on by when I ain't no side. Don't try holler at me.
Don't try giving me fake love, I don't need that. You know that I've given you my time, now you see that. You can let your ex-man run and just creep back. Cause everything happens for a reason, I believe that. I swear to you I'll leave that. Yeah, now here we go again. Every time calling my line, you're feeling low again. Meanwhile I'm living my dreams, I'm on the go again. I know you wanna try and give a go again. Look, but I ain't gonna try unless we really settle down. Cause I'm really ready now. So show me what you're really bout. Cause I'm fed up of your doubts. Do you wanna be my spouse or no?
No, I don't want your love. Love is something that I never get from you. You keep me hanging on by when I ain't no side. Don't try holler at me. I don't want your love. Love is something that I never get from you. You keep me hanging on by when I ain't no side. Don't try holler at me.
That was Matthew R. and Ironic and Don't Try. Of course, I was chatting to Matthew R. a few weeks ago here on Live Local and Loud. If you'd like to listen to that interview again, just check out musicinleicester.co.uk. And on the front page there, you'll see a link to all our previous podcasts. Meanwhile, let's have a little bit of Nancy Dawkins. It Seems I'm Falling.
Break my heart and I'll cry again. I think that's what I need. I'll open up and let you in, make you the air I breathe. I want to fall to pieces, let me fall apart and trample all over my heart. 'Cause when it seems like I'll never heal, that's when I know that I can feel I want to cry, so I can feel life. And I know it's stupid and I know it's dumb. I shouldn't need to hurt to know that I'm not numb. And it's not what I wanted, it seems to be what I need. It's just one of those little things that makes me me. And I know that this might scare you away, don't get me wrong. It's not like I don't want you to stay. I just know that one day I'll wake up to realize that I can no longer see that love in your eyes. And I'd rather relish this broken life than see the boredom you'll try to disguise. And I know it's stupid and I know it's dumb. I shouldn't need to hurt to know that I'm not numb. And it's not what I wanted, it seems to be what I need. It's just one of those little things that makes me me. And it seems I'm falling, I try to fly, and I can hear it calling, and I'll break down and cry. And I know it's stupid and I know it's dumb. I shouldn't need to hurt to know that I'm not numb. And it's not what I wanted, it seems to be what I need. It's just one of those little things that makes me me.
That was the amazingly lovely sultry sounds from Nancy Dawkins. It seems I'm falling. Let's have a little bit, something a little bit more recent now. Here's Robson, The Eviction Party.
Together and tell the guests they can stay.
was Robson, the Eviction Party. Now it's time for our interview where I chat to young Anthony Lamb from local punk band Earls. But first of all, let's start off with one of their songs, Coming Up.
I want to go out tonight. Yes, I want to go out tonight. I want to go out tonight and dance and sing and feel alright. And I want to get off my face and dance to all the drum and bass tonight. I think I'm coming. I can't feel my legs and I'm covered in sweat. Everyone on me becomes my new best friend. This feels so good. This feels so good. This feels so good. I can't feel my legs and I'm covered in sweat. Everyone on me becomes my new best friend. This feels so good. This feels so good. This feels so good. Shall we go outside? I want another cigarette. Shall we go dance with the girls we just met? I wanna feel somebody. I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. Oh, I love that song and I love this song. Love every single song. I can't feel my legs and I'm covered in sweat. Everyone on me becomes my new best friend. This feels so good. This feels so good. This feels so good. I can't feel my legs and I'm covered in sweat. Everyone on me becomes my new best friend. This feels so good. This feels so good. This feels so good. When it's all said and done, and we've all had our fun. I can't feel my legs and I'm covered in sweat. Everyone on me becomes my new best friend. This feels so good. 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 This feels so good.
That was Coming Up by the amazing Earls. And as it happens, the shouty lead singer of which is my special guest on today's live, local and loud interview. Hi, Anthony. How are you today?
Hello, I'm very good, thank you, Kevin.
Excellent. Thank you very much for joining us on my little show.
Oh, no problem. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me up.
That's quite all right. Now, of course, you're a very busy chap. You're singer of one of Leicester's top punk bands, Earls, but you're now manager of Leicester's top music venue and one of Leicester's top student bars as well, Firebug. So what we'll do is we'll spend today's little interview chatting about your band Earls, and then next week we'll talk about your role in Firebug and the general music scene around that, and any plans you have with Firebug. Now, give us a little bit of background info about Earls. How long have you been around? Just briefly, how long have you been around, and how many band members are there?
So Earls have been around for about 5-6 years, and it is just me and my best mate, George. He plays the drum, I sing and play the guitar, so we're just a two-piece. And we're called Earls, actually, because we met at the Earls High School when we were like 14, 15, and then moved to Leicester for university. And now the band is just called Earls, because it doesn't sound as lame in Leicester as if we were called Earls back home.
That must be pretty much the dream situation then, actually, in your band with your best mate.
Well, yeah, we've been friends for 10 years now. Like, we're basically bonded for life now. Can't get rid of him.
Where did the instruments come along? Did you play or did you want to form the band because you were friends, or did you happen to be friends and learn instruments and then think, hey, we can play instruments, let's do a band? How did it start?
Well, yeah, like that. We both already played instruments in separate bands back home in Birmingham, and then we became quite good friends towards the end of our high school and college days. And by the time we came to university together is when we were starting to do a band together. He plays drums, I play guitar. It just makes sense. And then we couldn't really be bothered to find anyone else to join the band, because like, we'll just give it a go with the two of us.
You make a very big sound when you're on the stage. Have you got any techniques, any pedals to emulate, make it sound like you've got bigger guitars or anything like that?
Yeah, I've got it's a multi-effects pedal, and it's not very sophisticated, and I didn't even buy it. I'll let you in on a secret, right? This is an exclusive for Hermitage. This pedal that I've got was found in my step brother's owns a van hire company, and it was found in the back of a van. It was left there for over a year, and no one came to claim it. And he was like, "You play guitar, you can have that." And I've never brought a single effects pedal since. It just so happens that the one he gave me works for the sound we've got. That's brilliant. That's a really good punk story. Excellent. I love that. So we've just played Coming Up. Lovely tune. How did that, I mean, the lyrics on that are, well, as with all your songs, they seem primal, but they're very relatable. How does a writing process happen? Do you both write the lyrics, or is it just one person? How does it happen? It's song to song completely. That one Coming Up was definitely a collaborative effort, and we definitely have more songs that are more personal to me that I've wrote about my personal experiences. But a lot of our earlier stuff when we were 18, 19 at university, so songs like Coming Up, that song is just about going out and getting really drunk and having a laugh, like the stuff that we were doing at the time when we were 18 and 19. And as we're going forwards now as a band, and we are now 25, 26, we're not at university anymore, we've got to work for a living, we're a little bit sadder, a little bit more serious now. Is that the same with all your songs? You just sort of just say what's on your mind at the time? Yeah, it's honestly, I don't have a songwriting technique at all. I just like rhyming. If it rhymes to me, it sounds good, and I've got a general theme to get around. I write like 2 or 3 good lines that work together and rhyme, and then just whack them into a song and see what works. There's no
brilliant.
There's no real art to it. I've got no training in writing, and I'm dyslexic. I certainly don't care for writing and reading it all. I'm not very cultured. Wow. It's just write whatever sounds good to me. Now, Earls. I love Earls. As you know, I've seen you play loads and loads and loads of times. On stage, both of you are everything a punk band should be. Angry, big, brash, loud and shouty. But off stage, as you can hear right now, you're both very gentle and polite. It must be great to get up on stage and take on a completely different persona, or at least I presume that's a different persona. Which one's the real persona? I'll be honest, most days at work, it definitely feels like this is the persona right now. Putting on the airs and graces and talking very posh and very nice to people. But it must be really good fun to get up on stage and play the opposite, though, and really let your energy go. Absolutely, yeah. It's just catharsis completely, and just shouting and letting it all go. I was quite an angry child. I don't know if you could tell. I was quite an angry youth. And it's now like a great outlet for me, other than doing stupid things and getting violent in my day-to-day life. I can save it all for the stage, bottle it up, really healthy ways of dealing with it. Well, it is, isn't it? It's healthy. It's better than going out breaking into cars and stuff. So yeah. Channeled it well, Anthony, channeled it well. Oh, let's play another one of your songs now.
Now you were telling me that some changes, because you've like you say, you've been playing now about seven or 8 years, something like that. Do you find you're maturing as a band, or are you still knocking out the old punk numbers?
Oh yeah, definitely growing up and maturing now, especially post lockdown. It really took a toll on us. Actually, the year and a half where we couldn't perform, we barely even wrote anything because we weren't experiencing anything other than the same four walls of the naff flat we were living in. It was rough. And yeah, this new song is a song that we started writing actually in the middle of lockdown. It's one of the only things we wrote in lockdown because we found being creative or stuck at home really, really difficult. We found lockdown in general really hard.
Right.
And yeah, there's something from just a place of frustration at the work we were having to do, the work we still have to do just to survive, just to pay the rent. It's frustrating, it's annoying. And to be honest, outside of the band, there is no alternative for us. It is just work, pay rent, and that's it. And that's what we will do forever until we retire, if we retire. So this song is definitely about the frustrations of that. So Money for Meat is about us literally selling our meat, selling our bodies every single day.
Okay, so here's Money for Meat by Earls. That was Money for Meat by the amazing Earls, the shouting lead singer of which is my special guest on today's live, local and loud interview. Anthony, so yeah, great stuff. Love that song. So would you say then Earl's music's changing then slightly after lockdown, would you say?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It is. We're maturing. We are totally different people from where we were when we wrote that first song that you played in the show, Coming Up. We were university students living off student finance, and now we're adults who work for a living, and our money disappears very quickly.
So when I see you live next, then will you just be? Would you have calmed down a lot and be all polite with everybody?
No, we're still very angry, just angry for different reasons now.
Okay, all right, I see. That's good to be angry, especially if you're in a punk band. Presumably, you decided to be in a punk band with George because that was your favourite type of music at the time. Is that right?
Well, yeah, I've always loved punk. When I was younger, I used to listen to like the Sex Pistols, the Clash, Jam 69, like real old school punk music. So I was a bit of a weirdo when I was 14 at school, listening to the stuff that my mum used to be listening to.
Absolutely.
And also just happens that I can't sing very well, so it kind of lends itself to punk, really.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose, yeah, you can sort of shout it out, can't you? Yeah.
I sing really well. I'd just do Michael Bublé or something. I'd be a crooner.
Excellent. So Money for Meat, you say that's not been released yet, is that correct?
No, that is coming out hopefully on December the 18th. We also have a gig along with that. It'll be our next gig in Leicester.
Oh, brilliant. And when's that? When's the gig? On that same date?
Yeah, so December the 18th, and it will be at Firebug, where I work, because the perks of the job.
Wow, brilliant. That'll be exciting. I love Firebug as well as a venue. But as I say, we'll talk more about the Firebug side of things on next week's show. Do you think the music scene on the punk side of things, has that changed after lockdown, do you think?
It's hard to say, really, because unfortunately my only exposure to gigs at the moment is what I'm seeing at Firebug, is because that's where I am all the time. We've had a lot of bands disappear after lockdown, new bands start up, so it's changing all the time. Definitely punk as a genre amongst younger people is getting more and more popular all the time, I think. And it's a very strange thing to see, for something that I felt very uncool for when I was younger, for listening to, and is now one of the cooler things to listen to, and it's very, very strange.
So your next show is Firebug on December the 18th. Have you got any other shows lined up, or is it early days yet?
We've got one in Birmingham actually before that in November sometime, but I can't remember the exact date, I'll be honest with you. I'm so bad at keeping track of things. That's what George does. I just show up and play.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time today, Anthony. It's been very interesting finding out about my favourite, one of my favourite local punk bands, because like you say, there are a few around, but you're definitely up there, one of the top ones. So thank you very much for today's little interview, Anthony, and I shall look forward to seeing you at Firebug on December the 18th.
Wicked. Thank you very much, Kev.
That was me chatting to young Anthony Lamb from Earls, and he's also the venue manager at Firebug. As you heard, we'll be chatting to him on next week's show, talking about his job at Firebug and also any plans and stuff going on for the future of the wonderful venue. Okay, so meanwhile, let's have a little bit of a blast from the past. These used to be one of my favourites, probably must be about 7 or 8 years ago now. Here's Raptor Sound and Every Part. That was a beautiful blast from the past there, Raptor sound every part. Unfortunately, the band are no longer with us. They split quite a few years ago now. Okay, so let's bring it right up to the current. Let's have the latest from Gaughan. He released this a couple of months ago. Don't Miss Your Train. There's a lesson for us all there.
There was a man who wanted to ride the train, to ride away from the pain, but he just couldn't get away. We're close to further notice. Did you not see the sign? Did you not see the clouds? There ain't no sunshine. What you gonna do about it? Don't miss your train. Don't wait around. What you gonna do about it? Don't miss your train. Don't wait around. You need to live your life, and you can't keep trying to hide. And you need to pay attention, cause you might just miss the sign. What you gonna do about it? Don't miss your train. Don't wait around. What you gonna do about it? Don't miss your train. Don't miss your train. Don't miss your train. You wanna stay in your lane. There was a man who wanted to ride a train, to ride away from the pain, but he just couldn't get away. Close to further notice. Did you not see the sign? Did you not see the clouds? There ain't no sunshine. What you gonna do about it? Don't miss your train. Don't wait around. What you gonna do about it? Don't miss your train. Don't wait around. Oh. You need to live your life, and you can't keep trying to hide. And you need to pay attention, cause you might just miss the sign. What you gonna do about it?
That was Gaughan, Don't Miss Your Train. Wise words there. Okay, of course, we interviewed him, I think it was about May time of this year. If you'd like to listen to any of our previous interviews, you can check out musicinleicester.co.uk and you'll see the podcast there on the right-hand side. Also, if you want to see what's on musically in Leicestershire, you can check out our gig diary as well. That's all in musicinleicester.co.uk. Okay, let's have another little number that's new now from Phil Styles, who I interviewed a few weeks ago. This one's called C21H22N202, which is the chemical name for strychnine. So you can call it either strychnine or that number. But either way, here's the song. That was C21H22N20 otherwise known as Strychnine, from Phil Styles' solo project. He is, of course, the lead singer of Final Coil, but that's from his solo project. We spoke to him a few weeks ago. Really interesting chat. Okay, so let's have now the last song on this week's show. Let's have a little bit of Rhett Barrow and Wicked World.
Turn on me. Left me blinded and now I can't believe. Lift me up and take me from this place. I've watched the shadows falling from this grave. I've been trying to find the reasons, but the meaning won't release all the Wicked world has took its turn on me. Blinded and now I can't believe. Wicked world just took away my friend. Wicked world will take me in the end. Now it's all gone. I've been trying to find the reasons, but the media won't release all the pain. Now it's all gone away. I've been trying to find the reasons, but the media won't release all the pain.
That was Rhett Barrow, quite iconic in the local music scene, and Wicked World. That brings us to the end of this week's show. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you want to find out what's on musically in Leicestershire, check out musicinleicester.co.uk. We have the world's most comprehensive gig guide to gigs in Leicestershire. So that's musicinleicester.co.uk, and you can listen to any of our podcasts of this show. Do have a good week. I'll see you Thursday 5 o'clock on Hermitage FM.